Some may call us amazing, sensational even. But we prefer the term spectacular, boy! What's up, true believers? The fantastic Spider-Man here, aka Peter Porker, aka Eli Copperman. And joining me now are my two close friends. And we just got back from seeing the latest film from Sony Pictures Animation, Spiderman, Into the Spiderverse. Joining me now is my very close friend. You may know her. Here she is, the one and only Ghostly Belle Lager.
Don't expect any spider puns from me, bruh.
Oh, you. And over here is the one and only Scarlet Gento Naikatha! Who knew true nerds? But now, it's the other nerd. The best nerd of them all. The one that got this whole thing started. There he is, David Saya! Where's David?
Man, can't believe I'm gonna be late for the review. Again.
Not here, apparently.
God damn it! This is the second fucking time! I gotta call him up. This can't happen again. Motherfucker.
Hey Eli.
Look, dude, you were late for our Disaster Artist review, and now you're late for this again? Dude, this is messed up, honestly. Like, fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice. Honestly.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. I just...
Are those sound effects I hear? Well, considering that this is a Spider-Man review, we dressed up for this occasion, and you can't even have the fucking decency to show up to this? Dude, sometimes I wonder if you even care about us.
I know. Look, guys. I'm sorry. I know I've been unreliable lately, but I promise I'll be there in a jiffy.
You better. I mean it.
Eli? Eli? Man, they're really mad at me. They got the costumes on and everything.
Let me guess, he's late again.
Yep.
They've done so much for me, and here I am giving so little in return. Maybe I should just come clean and tell the truth.
I am just fed up with him not following up on our plans.
I'm gonna break you, Spider-Man. I got this for.
You know, there'll be times where we're hanging out and he just spontaneously gets up and leaves without saying anything.
Ugh, I've been there. You know, I just realized we don't even need to do these dumb reviews with him.
Yeah, he's unreliable enough, so we'll just do them without him.
I agree.
This is so not going well. Oh, jeez. Alright, time to wrap this up.
All in favor of doing this review without David? Say aye.
Definitely.
What about you, Gento?
Gento!
Oh, yes, I. Wait, what did I just greet you?
Didn't expect that on your first time, did ya? You know, get it? Because the webs, they're like, you know what? Never mind, I have to go anyway.
Alright, everyone in favor of doing this review? You said aye? Let's do this. And go! Alright, before we get into this, spoilers, because we got a few things to talk about. But regardless, before we get into that, what'd you guys think of the movie overall?
Better than any other Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. Ever.
I couldn't agree more.
It was fantastic.
Freaking phenomenal. I mentioned this in my brief thoughts video, but like the animation, it's unbelievable. It's innovative. It's that good. Like, I've never seen any animated film, like regardless if it's a superhero film, a modern day computer animated film, or one from Sony Pictures Animation, regardless, I've never seen one where they embrace the medium this much stylistically. Like, everything was just so vibrant and colorful, and it really just genuinely felt like a comic book. I'm not saying all superhero movies need to feel like a comic book, but this one, it knew. And it did it fantastically.
What I really liked about it is like most Spider-Man movies only focus on like the main Spider-Man, and like this one introduced 4 other like Spider people. They're like aren't like really like well known to the world. Like Penny Parker, not everyone knows about her. Like she's kind of like not really mainstream. She's kind of indie, not really.
Yeah.
She's not very popular, and like this movie made her blow up, and now she's there's fan art of her. And then like Peter Parker.
I was gonna say.
And then the Noir Peter Parker. Like no one really knew that was a thing. They shut that down like after 3 comics. But hey.
Yeah, and
even
at that, you know about their voice actors more, but you know that's because they're voiced by John Mulaney and Nick Cage and Kimiko Glenn. But like, unless you're a diehard Spider-Man fan, you won't know these characters.
Also, I really liked how they like capture the personalities of these characters, even though they didn't really have much time to do it. Like, they only had very little screen time, although they somehow managed to capture Penny Parker's personality very, very well, and that was very, very impressive. And Peter Parker, and like Noir Peter Parker, they captured his personality like very, very well, and he had the least amount of screen time of them all, and it was phenomenal, and I laughed my fucking ass. It was so good. I will
say there might be a few too many characters to really gravitate to, but then again, this is a film where a lot happens, so obviously makes sense. But at its heart, the core relationship is with Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man, and Peter B. Parker.
The other Peter Parker.
And with those 5 characters aside, it's just like The Office and Parks and Rec. Those characters are great, but the leads really hold everything together. They are the glue. And Miles is like he's the upbeat teenager who has all this crap happening to him, and he doesn't know what to do. And then when Peter B. Parker comes around, like, at first he's cynical, and he's like, oh yeah, sure, I can help you. But as time goes on, you know, they genuinely build a bond, and it feels very motivating to anybody. I think, like, anyone can learn a lesson from this, even if you're not a Spider-Man character.
This film was... Where do I begin with this thing? It literally blew my mind to the point where I actually felt that my mind went into the multiverse. Literally into the multiverse.
What makes you think it's still not out of the multiverse?
I don't know.
What I don't really get is like, I'm not that big of like a Spider-Man fan like in general, but why didn't Peter B. Parker wear shoes when he was shooting at his web? Because like,
you're really questioning this stuff?
Yeah.
You're really questioning
I
this.
am actually, because the OG Spider-Man wears shoes with his like weird onesie morph suit thing, and Peter B. Parker didn't. And like, aren't his feet fucking cold? Like, what the hell?
You know, that's not as complicated as how Gwen Stacy ended up. I'm boggling at that way more. So, what about that?
Shoes.
This is. Hey, what you guys think of the humor? Because I don't know about you, but it was hilarious. But then again, it was co-written by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Well, Phil Lord, but I like the humor.
I feel like some of it was very, 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 very forced.
Some of it?
A lot of it was very, very forced.
Like, a lot? Like which ones?
Like when Peter Parker was just like, this isn't like wet for... You know what I mean?
I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
No other reason. Okay, well, I will admit that there were a few moments where I'm like, that didn't quite hit the mark, but most of the humor really landed for me. Although I will admit there is one scene where it's like one of the dramatic moments, and then all of a sudden this one character pops up, and it's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? It didn't take me out, especially not as much as those Lil Wayne songs during those really dramatic moments, but that was just still really weird.
Like when the roommate was there.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say this for the record. You realize that the whole reason behind this big multiverse thing is because of a horrible tragedy regarding the film's main villain. And with that said, he is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's pretty much the stereotypical villain, so... I mean,
yeah.
A tragic backstory, so... I guess they had to show something to prove why.
He has his threatening moments, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's huge.
Oh my god, he's extra thick!
He has no powers. His only like main purpose is, I'm a big strong guy who's extra round.
Extra. I will say this, the reveal of one particular villain who I don't want to mention because the reveal is that good. Oh my god, I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that they went there. I see what you did there. Although, the reveal of another villain, it's like, oh. Ooh, the
I
feels.
forgot there were 3 villains in this movie. I was so tired when I was watching this. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
she fell asleep. She fell asleep. How'd you guys feel about the dramatic moments?
Eh,
Really?
eh. I feel like it was trying to be dramatic, but like not really working.
I think the scenes without the songs worked much better.
Yeah, like the scenes with no talking. It's like, oh my god, that's happening on screen, but we're in the screen and it's happening.
Cynic.
I'm explaining it wrong. Like, you know, like when the villain that we don't want to name, Miles like takes off his mask and is like, it's me, and then the villain that we don't want to name is like, there's like the silent moment between them,
Yeah.
and then that was the good dramatic moment that I'm
Right.
trying to mention.
Right.
Like the silent
that
moment,
was great.
like the
Especially-
silent where it's like,
Yeah, that worked much better because everything was silent. Almost
yeah,
everything.
that's what I was trying to say. Not like,
Well, yeah, I'm not scared of the dark. Your movie sucks. I totally agree with you right there.
I probably have the same feelings as Belle as far as those dramatic moments. Although, maybe some got to me.
Yeah, I
least
think, like,
not-
genuinely, that one scene really got to me. I was on the verge of tears.
Eli?
What is it, Belle?
What the heck is happening over there?
I don't see anything. Oh my god! Ah! Who are you?
My name is Mac Webb. I'm an interdimensional being from the multiverse. I also happen to be a big fan of Spider-Man, but you're all a bunch of fucking imposters.
Oh. So, what'd you think of Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse?
I like Nick Cage.
Okay, he's a weird one, but regardless, any interruptions aside, let's continue the review.
Silence! All of you are a disgrace to my Lord and Savior. And now, I'm gonna do to all of you to what the Lizardman should have done, and he may take Spider-Man. Stop!
True believer.
Whoa, that never felt more rad. Whoa! Thanks, mister. You knocked the pessimism right out of me. I can't wait to get my life back on track. Woo!
If I ever write my autobiography, I'm leaving this chapter out.
Oh, hey David.
Oh, hey guys. Wait, you all know it's me?
Well, yeah, I mean, you did the Disaster Artist review that way. Don't you remember?
Oh, right. Silly. Kinda a no-brainer that you would have figured out by now. But, in all honesty, guys, I can understand why you wouldn't want to do this anymore. I have been a terrible friend, and all I can say is I'm sorry, and the reason I didn't tell you is because I didn't want my enemies to find out about you and put you all in danger. But if broken friendships and broken trust is what it means, then I'm done with it. I'm Spider-Man, no more.
This sappy moment is so cute, but can we please get back to the review?
Yes, indeed. Come on over, David.
Alrighty! Make room for 4! Finally get to be a part of these again.
So, David, we're gonna wrap this review up, but just give us your brief thoughts.
Okay. Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. What more can you say that hasn't already been said? The movie is fantastic. Like, everything down from the story to the characters, to the animation. Mwah. Everything is just pure gold here. I like how they were able to do so much with this movie. And like, Phil Lord and Chris Miller are good with this too, as we saw with the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie. They are able to do so much while still keep the core of the story intact. Like, at the end of the day, they, reminded you, hey, this is Miles' story. Miles is what's carrying this film. And one of my worries of this film, back when it was first announced in 2015, 16, I don't know, was that, like, oh god, are they gonna because Peter Parker's a very integral part of Miles' origin, you know. He's essentially his Uncle Ben. You can't have one without the other. Peter Parker's death is why he becomes Spider-Man. So I thought, oh, are they going to pay respect to that? And they do. Beyond my wildest expectations, they do. And, you know, even more so with the message of this movie. One of the beautiful things about it is that it asks the viewer to be Spider-Man. It tells you that you can be a wall crawler too, and that's one of the most amazing things about this movie. That's the purpose all the additional characters serve. Like, everything in this movie serves a purpose. Everything from beginning to end, it comes full-fledged. I know you guys had a problem with the dramatic moments, but honestly, I think this movie had more pathos than any of the previous Spider-Man movies combined, like especially what we saw last year or in 2017 in Homecoming. Yeah.
Homecoming kind of failed in the pathos department.
Yeah, like, you know, a deli gets burned down, everything's fine. You know, Peter is late for detention, everything's fine. You know, it wasn't really until the very end when it became a good Spider-Man movie. While Homecoming's still an enjoyable film, it just doesn't do it as a Spider-Man movie. I get they had to do that because it seems like everything's been done to death in the previous two trilogies. But, you know, this movie, it just passes with what's the saying? You know, pass with flying colors in terms of being a Spider-Man movie. You know, down from its message to how they captured the essence of the characters. Even though they had to change things up a bit, they still got it, man. And yeah, I'd say 2018 was a pretty good year for Spider-Man in terms of the content this year, except when it wasn't. But hopefully, you know, there'll be more in store in 2019.
It's finally over. You know what, David? We forgive you.
Thanks, bro. Hopefully I can still be a good friend and a good superhero at the same time.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And you know, like, we may have our disagreements, and I didn't mean anything I said there. I get it. I totally get it.
Thanks for understanding me, bro. You know, looking back on this film and seeing what Spider-Man stands for and all the other Spider-Man content we got this year kind of reminds me of why I'm into the character so much. So, yeah. And this gives me an idea, actually. We can be a team, kind of like Miles and Peter were. The world could always use a few extra web slingers. So what do you say? We could call ourselves the Web Warriors, or how about the Spidey Squad?
Stop.
Oh, no, wait.
No,
I got it.
No, stop.
We're not doing that.
No, definitely not.
It's just going to be a one-time thing, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
absolutely.
shutting this down now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Go see the movie.
Yes.
Silence! I hate every single one of you.
Wait, no.
Silence! All of you are betrayed. Fuck.
Is it recording?
Yes!
I'm thinking...
We can't plan one fucking session without him showing up on time. God damn it!
Sorry! This happy moment is cute and all, but can we please get back to the review?
Yes, we can. Come on in, David.
Alright, don't mind if I do. Whoa!
Yeah. Oh, shit!
Oh, I didn't know you can.
Oh, that's the best.
I want to do that.
Hey.
You tried, man. Really tried.
What's up, fuckers?